Welcome to Eye on Crypto, where we delve into the crypto flow and share the insights you need to know.
Coming up in this video, SEC lawsuit decision is imminent, according to several legal experts. XRP whale moves $50 million to unknown wallet. Judge Torres' reputation on the line. Ripple joins Coinbase in EU, as both companies battle with the SEC. And what might come next for XRP? So hit the like button, stick around until the end, and let's dive in. Midway through March, XRP started to increase, reaching a peak of 58 cents on March 29th before falling back. XRP is still sustaining losses at the time of this video, both on the daily and weekly timeframes. Not only XRP, but most major cryptocurrencies have fallen sharply from their recent local highs, down significantly on a weekly timeframe. The week saw losses in the crypto market following some profit banking by traders. At the time of recording, XRP is down 3.94% in the last 24 hours at 45 cents and down 13.37% in the past week. As cryptocurrencies attempt to recover, most traders keep an eye out for clues on whether the current downtrend represents a great buying opportunity short-term, or if the trend is turning longer-term bearish. This comes after crypto data tracker Whale Alert reported millions of XRP being shifted to various whale wallets. Whale Alert reports two large transactions wherein a large chunk of XRP, about 48.8 million tokens, was moved from exchanges to unknown wallets. 25,342,122 XRP worth just over $12,940,000 was transferred from Binance to an unknown wallet. And another 23,500,000 XRP valued at almost $12,308,000 transferred from Bitso exchange to a wallet. Investors often move cryptos away from exchanges with the intention putting them in cold storage. At that time, XRP was around 51 cents. While the price of XRP still follows the crypto market, regulatory uncertainty grew after the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, chair failed to answer Congress's questions. While Gary Gensler continues to be confused over whether XRP and Ethereum are securities, Ripple and Coinbase find optimism in the European Union. Earlier this week, the European Union became the major jurisdiction in the world to set up crypto regulations. The Markets in Crypto Assets (MiCA) law received approval, with 517 lawmakers voting in favor of the proposal. This has opened up doors for collaborative development for cryptocurrency companies and governments. This opportunity is being capitalized on by the International Policy Council at Ripple, Susan Friedman. Friedman stated that while the U.S. continues to focus on enforcement instead of clarity, the European Union has taken a big leap forward with a sensible, progressive approach to crypto regulation. Friedman noted that Ripple is now on the path to building and growing in the European marketplace. Further criticizing the United Nations' lack of regulations, the executive said, "The U.S. failure to adopt clear crypto regulations means driving activity offshore, which restricts our ability to monitor for illicit and criminal activity, the exact opposite result of what critics are calling for." The current developments surprisingly stand in line with Ripple co-founder Chris Larson's statement from several years ago. Ripple has been fighting the regulators for the adoption of blockchain and distributed ledger technology for a very long time. Larson said even before the lawsuit, this technology has to be embraced by regulators, who will then tell their banks it's okay to implement these new technologies. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission initiated the lawsuit against Ripple in 2020. XRP's price crashed in the weeks after as many exchanges including Coinbase delisted the token. Back then, Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple responded to the SEC allegations, calling the regulator out of step with global affairs and later, picking virtual currency winners and losers. Despite being virtually walled off from the U.S., the rest of the world moved on and continued to embrace Ripple. In 2021, CEO Brad Garlinghouse tweeted, "Proud to say it was Ripple's strongest year ever," pointing out that the protocol's on-demand liquidity network had seen a 130% increase in transactions quarter-over-quarter since Q3 2020 despite the US accounting for 0% of it. Garlinghouse said back then that some of the strongest growth was from entirely new payment corridors such as Japan and crypto-friendly United Arab Emirates, also in line with the European Union becoming the major jurisdiction in the world to set up crypto regulations in 2023. Crypto exchange Coinbase announced on its blog that it has obtained a license from the Bermuda Monetary Authority, BMA. A person close to the company will open a derivatives exchange there as soon as next week. Just last month, the exchange had been in talks with several of its institutional clients, in this case, market makers and investment firms, about opening a new overseas crypto trading platform as U.S. regulators continue to give crypto businesses mixed signals. On its European expansion, the Post described CEO Brian Armstrong's meetings in London this week with the UK's Economic Secretary and City Minister, Andrew Griffith, the Bank of England, and leading regulator the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, as highly encouraging. He also said the UK is moving fast on sensible crypto regulation. Founded in July 2012, Coinbase's apparent willingness to comply with domestic regulators has helped it to become the second largest exchange by trading volume, after its offshore rival Binance. Armstrong is often a vocal critic of U.S. regulators, particularly the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, which has been pursuing a regulation by enforcement strategy in an attempt to bring all cryptocurrencies and crypto businesses under its jurisdiction. Armstrong's criticisms of the SEC are widely echoed across the industry, and include the agency's lack of transparency on what constitutes a security, as well as its recent crackdown on staking, which the SEC labeled as a security when it probed Coinbase's own staking service earlier this year. At the recent hearing, Gary Gensler was asked by Congressman Tom Emmer, "Does it concern you, by the way, that your approach to the digital asset industry is actually driving this industry out of the United States?" Ohio Senator Warren Davidson challenged Gensler on how it is even possible that the SEC approved an IPO by Coinbase for public investment and then months later took a 180-degree turn, taking action on Coinbase for offering unregistered securities. Senator Davidson went further, suggesting legislation to remove the SEC chair and give authority back to the board of directors. 2 years and 120 days ago, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, filed what is probably the most significant enforcement action for the crypto industry against Ripple Labs. After years of exchanging arguments and documents, the decision is imminent, according to several legal experts. However, no one knows exactly when the ruling will come. At the same time, the pressure on United States Southern District Court of New York Judge Annalisa Torres has probably never been higher than it is currently the case. This week's hearing of Gary Gensler before the U.S. Congress showed how deep the rifts are between the SEC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, Congress and the crypto industry. The trench warfare between the institutions is unlikely to leave Torres unscathed. XRP community attorney John E. Deaton said in a recent update, "I doubt very seriously that Judge Torres has ever felt the pressure that she's feeling right now, and raised the bar even higher. This decision is as big as a decision this judge has ever faced. What other decision is as big as this decision when it comes to global trade and finance in modern history? This is the most significant no-fraud SEC enforcement action since 1946. Further, Deaton expressed his understanding that Judge Torres is taking her time with the ruling and carefully weighing every word. If the ruling goes against Ripple, she knows that she is dealing with a conservative court, and if the ruling goes for Ripple, she will have to justify it to all." Using previous rulings by Judge Torres, attorneys John Deaton and James K. Phelan have speculated in the past that a ruling could come no later than the end of April. Anything else would be a surprise to both attorneys. A ruling for XRP could be just around the corner. However, as we stated previously in one of our videos, a settlement might be better for Ripple as it would bring the whole lawsuit to an end. Whereas if Ripple win outright, the SEC have a chance to appeal, which would drag the whole thing out a lot further. What happens next is certainly going to be both interesting and groundbreaking for the crypto industry and will go down in the history books and lay the ground for future regulation either way. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to keep your eye on crypto. And we will see you on the next one.